When foreign investors establish a company in Vietnam, one of the first operational decisions they make is hiring an accounting provider, and in many cases, the selection process seems simple. Compare prices, review service packages, and choose the provider that appears most convenient, but experienced foreign investors often approach this decision differently. Before hiring accountants, they first consult lawyers. Why? Because in Vietnam, accounting is not only about bookkeeping or tax filing. It is deeply connected to legal compliance, operational risk, licensing, audits, labor obligations, and long-term business stability. And choosing the wrong accounting structure can eventually become a legal problem, not just an accounting problem. Many foreign entrepreneurs entering Vietnam are unfamiliar with how local compliance systems interact. At first, accounting appears administrative. Monthly reports are submitted, invoices are issued, taxes are filed, and management assumes the business is operating safely. But lawyers who regularly advise foreign-owned companies in Vietnam understand something important. Many serious legal risks actually begin inside weak accounting structures. Payroll inconsistencies may affect labor compliance, poor documentation may create audit exposure. Incorrect tax treatment may trigger regulatory scrutiny, and incomplete accounting records may later affect licensing procedures, banking relationships, or profit repatriation. This is why experienced foreign investors increasingly seek legal guidance before selecting accounting providers. One of the biggest misconceptions foreign investors have is believing accounting and legal compliance operate separately. In reality, accounting records in Vietnam often function as legal evidence. Invoices, contracts, payroll records, bank transfers, tax filings, and supporting documents may later be reviewed by auditors, tax authorities, labor inspectors, banks, or regulators. If these records are incomplete or inconsistent, the issue quickly becomes more than an accounting problem, it becomes a legal vulnerability for the business itself. This is why foreign investors frequently ask lawyers to assess whether an accounting structure is capable of supporting long-term compliance defensibility. Many foreign investors only interact with lawyers during company setup, but in practice, law firms regularly become involved later when compliance problems appear. Tax disputes, audit complications, licensing delays, payroll exposure, or shareholder conflicts connected to weak financial documentation. By the time these problems reach legal advisors, the accounting weaknesses may have existed quietly for years. This gives experienced lawyers a unique perspective. They do not only see accounting providers during onboarding, they see the consequences when compliance structures fail under pressure. And this is why many foreign investors increasingly seek legal guidance before choosing accounting partners in Vietnam. Many startups and SME foreign investors understandably focus heavily on controlling operational costs during the early stages of business. And accounting providers are often selected based mainly on low fees. At first, everything appears functional. Reports are submitted, taxes are filed, operations continue normally. But later, during audits, tax inspections, or regulatory review, hidden weaknesses begin surfacing. Incomplete documentation, incorrect tax treatment, payroll inconsistencies, weak audit preparation, or accounting structures that cannot withstand professional scrutiny. At that stage, legal advisors are often brought in to help manage the consequences. And in many cases, the original problem was not intentional wrongdoing, it was simply weak accounting oversight from the beginning. For foreign-owned companies in Vietnam, accounting providers often play a much broader role than many investors initially expect. They influence tax compliance, payroll management, audit readiness, profit repatriation, licensing support, and operational documentation. This means foreign investors are not simply hiring someone to file reports. They are selecting a critical part of the company's compliance infrastructure. And lawyers who regularly advise FDI companies understand how important that infrastructure becomes during audits, disputes, or regulatory review. This is why many experienced investors involve legal advisors early when evaluating accounting support structures. Imagine a foreign entrepreneur establishing a consulting company in Vietnam. At the beginning, minimizing costs feels important. The business hires a low-fee accounting provider based primarily on convenience. Monthly filings are completed, operations appear stable, management assumes compliance is functioning properly. But several years later, during annual audit preparation and profit remittance planning, problems begin appearing. Supporting documentation is incomplete, payroll records contain inconsistencies, intercompany transactions are insufficiently documented, and auditors begin raising concerns. The company then needs legal support to assess operational exposure and help coordinate corrective action. Management suddenly realizes the accounting structure was never evaluated strategically. From a legal risk perspective, this situation is extremely common among FDI companies in Vietnam. Experienced legal advisors understand that not all accounting providers operate at the same standard. This is why many foreign investors ask lawyers to help assess accounting firms before engagement. Key factors may include FDI experience, English communication capability, transparency, responsiveness, documentation discipline, ethical conduct, and the ability to coordinate during audits, inspections, or regulatory review, because strong accounting support is not only about technical filing capability. It is about whether the provider can help protect the company's long-term operational stability. At LTS Law, we regularly advise foreign investors, not only on company setup, but also on maintaining sustainable compliance structures after incorporation. Although LTS Law does not directly provide accounting services, we help clients identify professionally assessed accounting and audit partners experienced in supporting foreign-owned companies in Vietnam. We focus on providers with stronger transparency, responsiveness, English communication capability, practical FDI understanding, and professional ethics. Because in Vietnam, accounting structures should not be evaluated only from a tax filing perspective. They should also be evaluated from a long-term legal and operational risk perspective. Many foreign investors only realize the importance of accounting quality after compliance problems begin affecting the business, but by that stage, fixing structural weaknesses often becomes expensive and stressful. At LTS Law, we help foreign investors understand that choosing the right accounting structure from the beginning is part of protecting the company legally, financially, and operationally over the long term. If you are operating or planning to establish a foreign invested company in Vietnam and want guidance on selecting suitable accounting or audit partners, book a consultation with LTS Law, because in Vietnam, the accountant you hire may eventually affect much more than your taxes.